My name's Nick, I work at Firefly Studios as a business development and marketing manager, and this is Stronghold Kingdoms, which I would describe as a strategy MMO roguelike. So you can be destroyed at any time, you can destroy other people at any time. Your castle is online 24/7, persistent in this open world. If you're a player from the UK, you would play on a map of the UK. If you're a player from Germany, you would play on German map, French, play on French map, all that kind of stuff. And then if you want to sort of graduate to the higher levels, you can play on the European map or the world map, which is the entire world with 150 countries or something like that. We couldn't fit every country in there, but most of them were in there.
The important ones.
Exactly, the important ones. So it's essentially a grand strategy MMO on mobile. So you have each counter here as a player with their own village. You have AI enemies and things like that. You can see a few attacks going out there. It's all online, it's all persistent. You have sort of factions and houses vying for control of the map. The map is kind of a work in progress at the moment. You can see at least functionally that different countries are controlled by different factions and houses. We have lots of EVE Online / Game of Thrones style betrayals and spying between different factions in the game. But it goes down to this sort of granular level of parishes, counties, countries, and then eventually if you play on the world map you have kingdoms and that kind of stuff. And the basic idea is that you build your village. So you have lots of resource generating buildings here. Religion plays a large role in the game. And the idea is that you build up your own village, either geared towards farming or warfare, whatever kind of player you want to be, and then you go ahead and contribute to your parish. So this is your local parish capital. You build this with other players, so it's kind of like a communal sort of village building sort of situation we've got here. And then you go ahead and build your castle. So this is kind of the sort of flattened version of it, but as you can see, this is the parish capital castle, which is sort of rather heavily defended, and this is one that you build with your friends. But you can also build you can build your own one as well in your own castle, and you can have up to like 10 or plus different villages and castles in the game. And the idea is you try and expand your kingdom within your parish, and then you go and join a faction, join a house, attack other players, backstab them, pretend you're going to be a part of their faction, and then kind of betray them at the last moment. But it's kind of like a game where every single player in the world is unique. It's not like a Clash of Clans style game where you would have a static image for your world map and like a trail with little dots and you just do that. The game world is completely live 24/7. It's always going. It's more sort of MMO than other games. So it's kind of, that's how you would separate it from the kind of general strategy games. And then you attack other castles, and the kind of main mechanic as well is that we have strategy cards in the game. So these strategy cards can either be earned through gameplay or you can buy them with money, and they do things like modifiers to your speed of your scouts or your castle defenses, and you kind of have to choose when and where to play these. And you can earn these through gameplay or you can pay for them, and there are loads of players in the top leaderboards for the most busy worlds that have paid literally $0 and 0 cents, so it's perfectly sort of able to play the game completely free if you want. And the idea is that this is your village, and you kind of have to dominate the world, and it's completely persistent online 24/7. So there's lots of players play it on PC that would love to play it on mobile and have complete control of it sort of all the time. So you could get like a notification coming in for an attack and pull out your phone and counter it, and then go home and plan the sort of longer grand strategy later on. So this is Stronghold Kingdoms. It's a grand strategy MMO. It's free to play, and it'll be coming out this summer.
Very cool. Thanks for showing me.